small. Thank you. Yeah, as I was doing my interview with Premier, I met some other people for the first time, and he kind of shared what he was doing and stuff. And during the interview, he gave like a really encouraging statement that I remembered, and I still remember it even now. Like it gives me courage to come up here to read a little. He said that that everybody's an artist, and he was talking about his journey on becoming a poet, and he said something like, "I am a poet. I used to feel like I wasn't owning up to that title, but I am one." And when he said that, I was thinking personally for myself, the first time I ever got a journal or a diary was when I was 11 years old. And my mother gave it to me and it had a little lock and everything so I could be completely honest in it, you know? And I wrote all kinds of stuff about her. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I've been writing since I was 11 years old, and a lot of people in my life probably don't know that about me. It's been something that I do, like, in the closet, you know what I mean? So, but the words that Amir shared that day kind of gave me courage of, like, I've been writing since I was 11 years old, and even though nobody has heard it or read my stuff, I'm a writer, you know? And there's some empowerment that comes into that. Like, there aren't no particular guidelines to be a writer or a poet or an artist or a painter or whatever you want to say or do. You just are. You know what I'm saying? So, so I just wanted to share a portion. Thank you. That's it. Thanks. No, I wanted to share a portion of a short story that I'm working on, and it kind of starts like right in the middle. So, but it's my favorite part, so I wanted to share it with you guys today. Okay. It was warm here, and she actually could see crystal clear without her thick glasses that she was embarrassed to wear at school. Sitting up very still, she looked around and searched for the source of warmth, the source of comfort. And in that instance, she turned, and it appeared before her, the fire. She got up, mesmerized by its flicker, its flame. It was translucent, standing tall and blazing strong, and its warmth extended to where she lay. She noticed there was no wood fueling it. It stood independent of anything, and it didn't move as wildfire did. It was a calm, formed fire that stood about 7 feet tall and blazed a good width. She got up and started walking towards it, hesitant to what it was. She knew she was in a dream, because this feeling she felt could not be real. In fact, she had never felt what she was experiencing in that moment. All she knew is that she wanted to stay as long as she could. She got right up to the flames, not fearing to be burned, and she felt the opposite of fear and had never experienced such strength, such courage as she did when she drew nearer still. Then she heard a voice that sounded like a rushing water. Angelica. She jumped at the sound. You are not alone. Turning around quickly, she strained her eyes to see where the voice was coming from, but it sounded like it was coming from everywhere at once. She responded, "Who are you?" But even as the words left her mouth, she felt as if she had known all along who this was, almost as if he had been calling out to her her entire life. But tonight, she finally heard the echo of his voice throughout eternity. Changing her question, "Where are you?" "I am right beside you. You are not alone." "I am not alone?" She thought of all the nights she had cried herself to sleep, like a movie reel playing a depressing movie. The time she thought would be the night that her mom would not wake up after one of Thomas's binges. Every single night that she felt utterly alone in the entire universe. But here, in this moment, she was hearing for the first time that she was not alone after all. Just then, there was some movement above the tips of the fire, something forming, molding into what looked like a key of some sort, and it started to float towards her. In her mind, everything wanted to bolt right out of that place, whatever it was. But something deeper inside of her said to stay. It would not let her walk out of what might be the most epic dream of her life. The gold fiery key stopped right in front of her in midair. "Angelica, hold out your hand and take the key." She quickly obeyed, and the key landed right in her small palm. And she grasped it, not able to look directly at it, as it shined as strong and as bright as a fire. The heat it radiated to her skin was like a strong electric current that did not burn her hand. It was like the very breath of life itself had come inside of her through the key. Then he tenderly spoke the transforming words, Angelica, you are special, unique, one of a kind, and only a few select have come into this room. But my house is much larger, far bigger than what you can imagine. With this key, you can come and go as you please, but where you go, you are not alone. I am there also, and even the darkest dark will be as light to you.
Very nice. Very nice.